What's up, legends? Wow, we have over almost 600 people on tonight's call. I just want to say thank you so much for everyone who's jumped on. I know there's people all around the world. I'm absolutely pumped to be here. So thank you for everyone who's taken time out of day or night to be here. So look, before we start this call, I just want to talk about a bit of housekeeping rules. Please grab one of these phones or whatever's going to be a distraction and put it somewhere where you're not going to get distracted. Because the last thing I want for you guys is to miss out on information that could absolutely change your life. Because what's going to be delivered on tonight's call, I have no idea, and I'm absolutely pumped. And 600 people on tonight's call, like that's just insane. So I'm telling you right now, guys, you guys are jumping on an opportunity that has never been seen before. Like this is just so big. So for everyone who doesn't know who I am, my name's Bailey Powell. I'm 25 years old. I'm from Perth, Western Australia, and I'm extremely grateful to be here. But look, 3 years ago, I had no direction, I had no idea where I was going in life. I was an electrical apprentice, and I jumped on an opportunity with MTC Education, and it's absolutely changed my life. But the person that I'm going to introduce you guys to tonight is one of the reasons why I'm even able to live the life that I live now. The life where I'm able to just do what I want when I want, change lives. For literally, that is what I do for work. Make money in this space. It's just amazing. And I know you guys, a lot of you guys on here already know who that is, but I want to give you guys a bit of like an introduction. This guy, grew up in the western suburbs of Sydney, didn't have an easy life. Grew up with no dad, and he's now a multi millionaire. He has trained over 50,000 people in the crypto space. He's spoken on multiple stages. He was a number one recruiter in a $1 billion company as well. He's had dinner with David Goggins, but out of all the achievements that he's made, of creating hundred first time, no, so creating first time millionaires and creating six figure earners, like the one thing that I'm extremely grateful to know this guy is no matter what has happened in my life between us, he's always been there for me. He's always supported me, and he's always encouraged me to be the best version I can be. So I'm extremely grateful to not only have him as a mentor, but have him as a best friend. So thank you so much, Michael Sloggett, and please take it away, brother.
Mate, thank you for the kind words, mate. I was really, you said some nice stuff there, mate. Mate, I'm genuinely thankful and grateful for our friendship as well, mate. It does. It really means a lot to me having you by my side, and mate, it's been a good road. But the good thing is, it's only just gotten started. We haven't even really cracked the surface yet. So, mate, thank you so much for that. So, welcome, guys. Welcome to tonight's call. Like Bailey shared, my name's Michael Sloggett. I'm the CVO here at a company called MTC Education, and I'm going to be running through what we do as a company, and also sharing with you guys for the first time probably one of the largest updates that we've done in the almost 4 years now of existence. So before we do get into that, like Bailey said, I've been in the space for a really long time now, getting close to almost a decade. And I've always said that in the crypto space, years here kind of go like dog years. For every 1 year that you spend in crypto, it's like 6 or 7 years in the real world. So that kind of makes me like a senior citizen in this space. And I've seen it all. I've seen the good. Crypto has been very good to me, and I've also seen the bad. Crypto has literally taken my soul at times. But the one thing that I can share after, like I said, almost a decade in this space, being at the forefront of education in this space for about 7 of those going on 10 years, is this space is probably one of the most beautiful and fair spaces I've ever seen in existence. My background, I was a business guy. Before that, I was in the military, and before that, like Bailey touched on, I lived in the housing commission suburbs of Western Sydney, and I've seen really unfair spaces, spaces that treat people differently depending on their background, different depending on how they grew up, different depending on what resources and tools they had. But crypto is one of the spaces where you can show up, and if you put in the time and effort to get good at something that I'll always say I believe is well and truly worth getting good at, it's the one space that I've seen someone who maybe never had a chance elsewhere literally blew up here. And it's because this space simply rewards people who are prepared to invest the time, learn the skill set, and it's one of the most beautiful spaces that I've ever worked in. So, like Bailey shared, I've taught well over 50,000 people now. This company, MTC, is the second education company that I've had in the space, and we're going on 4 years in January. And we we teach people all about crypto. Now, as someone who has been in the space a long time, I've been a trader, a very profitable trader for a significant amount of time, and I've seen this industry and this space. Like I said, it can make or break people. And for a long time, I really treated trading a lot like a blood sport. And for every buyer, there's a seller, and for every seller, there's a buyer. And for a long time, it was very, very much the Colosseum. And I liked that when I was a little bit younger. I liked the idea of being a gladiator. I liked the idea of killing what I eat, eating what I kill, not killing what I eat, eating what I kill. And being an ex-military guy, I kind of love the idea of that blood sport mentality where we go into the Coliseum and one man walks out victorious. But the truth is, as I've gotten a little bit older, I like to see people kind of win alongside me. I genuinely love the idea of a community thriving together. There's one thing that we'll never be able to change in the world of trading is that for every winner, there's a loser. But if we can build a team of good people that genuinely have a common interest and we can come together and create something special, I believe if we can be the winning team, that we can kind of bathe in that glory. And that's what we've always tried to do at MTC. So I want to give you guys a real quick rundown of kind of what we do. And then I want to share with you everything that we're all super excited about. And here's what we do at MTC. It's real simple. We have expert-led education. So we teach people all about technical analysis. We teach people how to read charts, understand market trends, learn indicators. We have a massive focus currently on decentralized finance. So we want to teach people how to make passive residual income and really take the power back and become the banker. We teach people all about smart money concepts. A lot of people will refer to that as the market making strategy or smart money trading. And recently, we've started teaching scalping and day trading, something that for a long time I was never very keen to teach because the truth is it's not a lifestyle that most want to live. But the cool thing is we brought on a world-class educator who has a strategy that is truly badass. And the people who are learning this scalping and day trading strategy are really starting to win big, which is super exciting. The other thing that we focus on is holistic personal development. Now, there's an age-old saying, and it pretty much runs along the idea that it doesn't matter how much money you make. If you are broken up here, one, it won't last, or it will just feed into habits that don't serve you. I've always said money is simply an amplifier. People like to talk about money, and it really is just an amplifier. The more money you have, it just amplifies who you are as a person. If you give a lot of money to a really good person, they'll do a lot of really, really good things with it. If you give a lot of money to a dead shit dickhead, they're going to do lots of dead shit dickhead stuff with it. People are people, right? So I understand that not everyone gets access to personal development. Truth is, I didn't have access to personal development until I was very, very late in my entrepreneurial kind of journey. When I was in the military, the idea of personal development was, fuck up once, lose two teeth. And we also had something called attitude readjustment therapy, which was where you stuffed up and you just got to do push-ups till you vomited. That was my whole idea of what personal development was until I got into the business world, and then I realized that personal development was very much vital to success. And if you've never had access to personal development, if you've never worked on you, there's a good chance that the current you might not have the ability to become the version of you that you hope and dream of. And you might need access to some stuff. So we spend a lot of time on mindset and psychology. We love to build things like discipline, emotional control, and winning habits. We also have a massive focus on health and fitness. I don't care how rich you are. Um, if you aren't healthy, you are not wealthy. I know people that have spent their entire lives, some of my mentors who aren't here anymore, spent their entire lives trying to make as much money as humanly possible, only to be laying on their deathbed saying that they're ready to make change now after a quadruple bypass. The truth is, if you're not fit, healthy, and able bodied, regardless of how much money you get, you know, it will make your life a little bit better, sure, but I'm just telling you right now, healthy body, healthy mind, healthy mind, healthy body. The two go hand in hand. So we do spend a lot of time on wealth and lifestyle coaching, and we give people a lot of strategies to really level up in those areas. And one of the other things that we do is we have real world application and support. So everything that we do live calls and we have courses. So if you miss a live call, you get the recording straight away. We do daily sessions with market experts. So the cool thing is every single day of the week, you can jump into the MTC world and there will be a live call where there will be someone who is truly phenomenal at trading or DeFi or whatever it is that you're wanting to learn about. And every night you can listen to an expert in a live environment where you can also ask questions. So we also have cool community challenges. So we want to push people to grow, and we do that through accountability and gamified action. And we do live events. We've been doing live events all around the world, and I believe that our live events are probably the best part about our business. It's probably the thing that I get the most excited about, realistically, because trading is actually a very, very lonely place. Everyone thinks that they want to be a full-time trader, but the truth is, after doing it for about 10 years, it's quite lonely. Sitting in front of the computer and looking at charts all day, and it gets to a point where you're just like, man, I'd like some people to talk to. And our live events are always badass. We do them in beautiful places, and we make them so cost effective that anyone can come. And I've seen now some of the best friendships, relationships have come from these events. And it's probably one of the most things that I'm most excited about. And the last thing we do is offer 24/7 community. Uh, our Discord is always there. It's always open. As we start bringing in more and more members from all around the world, the thing is becoming like 24/7 hot. And the cool thing is there you can get support, you can network, and you can play. You can stay plugged in all year round. We also have games and stuff like that. We do games nights. It's pretty badass. So the schedule looks like this. Like I said, every night between 6 and 8 p.m., there's always something, whether it's a market analysis, you're looking at live calls. We even do what are called TA tutoring sessions. So if you've got questions, you can log on and chat with John Grisbowski. John is one of the most badass dudes. So you can come there at 6 o'clock and say, hey, listen, dude, I'm really struggling with this. And someone live will be there to answer questions, help you through it, and get you whatever it is that you need, whatever you're having a hang up on, if you're not getting it in the Discord because maybe it's not communicating right, or you're getting lost in translation, or maybe just text doesn't work for you. You're one of those people that just needs to get one-on-one with someone. And every single week you get the opportunity to do that. We also have Chris Johnson, Nick Harmer, Jay Raymond. I mean, these guys are just real badasses and so good at what they do. So every single night there's an opportunity for you to log on, find where some money can be made, and make some money. Because let's be honest, we can sit here and talk about all the cool shit and everything that we do, but the nuts and bolts of it is most of you are on this call tonight because you want to make more money, right? Hand up if you want to make more money. Are you guys here because you want money, right? Is anyone here fucking allergic to money? So if you're allergic to money, this isn't the call for you. Like, this is the get paid call. So every single night we create an opportunity where you can work live in a live environment and you can learn from people that are doing that. So one thing that I want to share that just is active right now. So right now in MTC, we have what's called the 20 pip challenge. This was the brainchild from the field. We've had some amazing members step up. Chris has been absolutely world class at this. I know Chrissy and a bunch of the team have really plugged right in to make this. But the whole idea is turning $20 into 50 grand. And live calls on Tuesday through to Friday. So they're not on the schedule, but every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, these guys are hanging out in a live environment. They're trading live, and the whole challenge is to turn $20 into 50,000. There's guys that are well and truly on their way. And the cool thing is, every one of these calls, they're averaging about 75 people, all working together, having fun. And The cool thing is, 10 calls in, running for 2 weeks, they've actually hit a 65% win rate. And when you understand risk to reward and the stuff that we teach, that is astronomical. And everyone would have been making really good money as well. So we all have also have Donnie. Donnie's full length course is happening right now. And the cool thing is, you don't need any prior experience. So you can participate in that. If you sign up tonight, you can go and watch all the pre recorded content that you missed, play catch up over the weekend, and next week you'll be good to go for the live event. It teaches you everything about wallets, platforms, protocols. It teaches you how to earn passive income through DeFi. And it also covers all the common mistakes. So, how to avoid them, how to navigate DeFi safely. And this runs for 6 weeks. So, it's complete guided learning, completely live, exactly like what we're doing right now. And it empowers you to take control of your own finance and future. It is really such a badass course. And it's one thing that we brought into MTC just in the last 18 months, and it's completely changed the game for so many people. We have so many people now who are making an above average weekly income, completely passive, hands off. And it's because of what Donnie does with the whole DeFi decoded series. So we're just so blessed to have Donnie. Donnie's an absolute badass. And man, it's just something that we're really, really, really excited about. So that's us in a nutshell. But what I really wanted to share with you guys, who here tonight wanted to hear about the AI automation thing, right? You would have seen maybe me posting some stuff. I know the team has been posting all sorts of stuff. Who here likes the idea of like getting money while you're asleep? Who likes the idea of going to bed, right? Imagine this. You go to bed, you rack out. Maybe that's a military term. Rack out is you go to bed. Um, you rack out or you kip up, and in the morning you have more money than you went to sleep with. Who likes the idea of that? And you didn't have to do anything. All you had to do was, you know, put your Peter Alexander on, get your little bear mask, cover your eyes, and be done with it. And you wake up and you got more money. It sounds like a pretty good deal, right? So I've been in this space, like I said, I say this over and over again because the one thing that I want to tell you is being in this space for so long, it's very, very rare. There's not many people that you'll meet that will be saying, man, I've been doing crypto for a decade now and still doing it successfully. You might meet a lot of people that say, oh, yeah, I've been doing it for a couple of years, but maybe they've had no success. Or maybe they've been in crypto for a decade, but they never made any money. Or there's people that, come for 6 months, think they're a genius, and then all of a sudden they vanish. I've I've literally seen it all. But the one thing that has changed dramatically in the last 6 months is what's happening with AI, machine learning, but also quantum computing. Now, I'm not going to sit here and pretend to be some sort of computer genius. I know that there are people way smarter than me. And thankfully, I learned very early on that I don't need to be the smartest guy in the room. If I've got the ability to network and find the smartest people in the rooms I'm not in. And that was something that I worked out really, really early on. And as an entrepreneur, it's kind of vital to recognize that. I don't think I'm the smartest guy. I definitely don't think I'm some kind of uber genius. But what I do know is that when there is something that is emerging that I don't understand, I will make sure that I surround myself with the best people in the world. So even if I'm never going to be as intelligent as them, I can leverage their intelligence for my well-being, because at the end of the day, that's what we all want, right? I don't need to be the best in the world as long as I'm surrounded by the best in the world. Frederick, I saw that. Yeah, you're just the number one trader in the world. Well, that is a cool accolade, and that is something that I can say. I am the number one trader in the world on $1 billion platform. That is a pretty cool thing to say, but it did take me a hell of a lot of time to get there. So for a long time, I never really liked bots. Bots were made and they weren't really kind of doing what they were doing. And I've always been quite skeptical of bots. But then AI and quantum computing has really changed everything. So I'm going to share with you guys what we've built in with the AI automation suite. But I'm just telling you guys right now, if you want to use this or be a part of this, you need to have an account with BitGet uh, under this QR code. It's completely free to join, it's easy to set up, and it's required for full access. So I know for some of you guys, you're like, oh, but I like trading on this exchange. I get it. Some of you are going to be like, well, Michael, I created an account before and this, that, the other. I get it. If you've ever created an account to spot copy trade me, you're good. If you've been in MTC and you created an account when you joined, you're good. As long as it's an account that was generated through our link, you are so rock solid here. But I'm just telling you, if you want to be a part of this, you need this app. So take a second, scan that QR code, do whatever you got to do. Candace McGregor, what if you have a big ad? How the hell are you doing, Candace? If you already have a big get account, you have to just close it down and create a new one. It's a stuff around. It is what it is. And I'm sorry about that. I wish there was a better way, but there just ain't. So use that. I'm gonna get it. I'll show it to you guys again. But here's what I want to share with you. So the MTC Automation Suite. So we've been building a powerful AI-assisted automation suite designed to save time and make trading simpler. It's built to assist, not replace, and it helps you take action faster and build confidence in the market. It automatically identifies, enters, and closes high probability trades with built-in risk control. It's designed, Glenn, come on, man. Can someone fix that? It's gonna piss me off. Someone know how to do that? Someone? Chris? Chris, I'm looking at you, Chris. Try to make you a co-host. Can you like make the adaptation automation thing go away? Um, Fucking Scott. What was I saying? What was I saying before someone started drawing? Um, so it automatically identifies, enters, and closes high probability trades with built-in risk management. So again, I want to really drill that in. It automatically identifies, enters, and closes. Right. So you don't need to be on a computer. You don't need to be there kind of, saying, yes, I want this one. No, I don't want this one. You can set this up so it literally, like I shared with you, you go to bed and when you wake up, it would have entered trades for you. Now, you can see here all of these trades. So all of these ones here, these are all closed. And you'll see some lost, and that's okay. A lot won, and these ones are still open. Now, the cool thing is, this whole idea is to get you into a position where we get you profitable quicker, even if you're just getting started. Who likes the idea of learning how to trade, but you've got an AI robot trading for you in the background that's making you enough money to maybe cover your cost of membership, or maybe even a little bit more, like cover the cost of some of your residual bills? See, I'm real big. Residual bills come whether you like it or not. Your phone bill, it's coming. Your rates, they're coming. The mortgage payment, it's coming. The car note, it's coming. You have residual bills. Whether you like it or not, you have residual bills. So wouldn't it be cool if we could create things that gave you residual income, so you had enough residual income to take care of your residual bills, so the income that you make from work can be spent doing the things that you love, because you've got to give away most of it to taxes and bullshit anyway. Wouldn't it be cool if you could just have it when it was done to do stuff with it that you actually want to do, instead of paying all this bullshit that you just have to pay because it's the cost of living, right? Residual income, residual bills. I like the idea of that. But even if it just made you a couple of $100 at the start to cover the cost of your membership, so you could be a member of this amazing community and it doesn't cost you any out-of-pocket expense. I just think that that's a beautiful scenario. I think that's a beautiful way to do it. So we've created something really special, and it's like we've just started, and it's already hands down one of the best things that I've ever seen. So I want to share with you guys what a 6-month performance snapshot looks like. So this is the robot here. It started with a trading balance of $48,000 USDT. Now, whether you had $48, $480, $48,000, whatever it is, it scales to, wherever you're at. So over 6 months, the system executed 394 trades. Now, out of those 394 trades, 189 were profitable, right? You go, well, fuck, you didn't even win half of them. How the hell does this work? See, this is where people like to finesse you, right? People who don't really know trading, people with these Ponzi scheme tokenomics bullshit that'll tell you that it'll just win all the time. I'm the first one to say most good traders lose more than they win, but when you understand risk management, you can literally use the odds in your favor. So you only have to be right 47% of the time and you still make money. So you can see here 489 profitable trades, 205 were not profitable trades with a loss rate of 52%. So we actually lost 52% of the time. But here's the cool thing. The average profit per winning trade was 43%, where the average loss per losing trade was only 29.1. So that meant even though we lost more trades than we won, we made a total net profit of 17,000. We won a total of 65,000, which meant that we could cover the total losses of 47,000, leaving us a total, as you can see, $17,000 net profit. Who thinks that's pretty cool? Don't need to sit here and tell you it wins all the time. It's perfect. It's not perfect. It's far from it. But what it does, it understands what real trading looks like. It understands risk management. It understands when to cut your losers and when to let your winners run, right? It really is that simple. So then you can see here that the balance limit here was 48,000. It was spending $800 per trade. The take profit was 5%. And as you can see here, the total profit was $17,727. Profit balance, 65,000. Net profit balance, 47,000. We're left with the difference. Who thinks that's pretty badass? Right? Who thinks that's no $4,800, guys? $4,800. It's $4,800. If we turned 48,000 into 17, that's a bad day at the office, guys. It's a really fucking bad day at the office, and that's a terrible sales pitch. All right. So the whole thing here is you can see that it's actually made, I think it's 300 and I can't work it out off the top of my head. It's 300 and something percent profit over 6 months, which is quite astronomical, right? That's really good going by anyone's terms. So there's three different levels of risk. So you can have extreme, moderate, and conservative. And the cool thing is, this was last week's profits. So you can choose between extreme, moderate, or conservative. All options are high risk and fully automated, and they're designed for active market conditions. So the same powerful engine behind every setup, it's completely hands-free. And once configured, it does everything for you. Sorry, thank you, Scott. 375% profit in 6 months. So you stay in control by choosing the profit that fits your style. And you can see here on an account with 4,800, it made 48% profit for the week. It did 11 trades and made $2,300. On the moderate, it took 14 trades. The profit was a little bit less because it has tighter stop losses and lower take profits. And again, in conservative, someone with just $750 in there still made $80 for the week. So let's put that just into Australian terms. Let's call it $1,000 because that's what it is, give or take. You put $1,000 in this thing, and every week it's printing you an extra $110. Now, again, it's not life-changing money, but that would mean that if you did that every week, week on week for a month, you would have an extra $440, which would easily cover your maybe not your electricity bill, but definitely cover your water bill. It definitely cover your, some of your, whether it be tolls. It's literally enough to cover your phone, take care of some of those just nasty little things that you don't really want, right? You need them, but the fact you have to pay for them sucks. So it's one of those things, guys, where it's really set up to work with you and wherever you're at. But the big thing is we've got so much data and so much back testing on this that over a 6 to 12 month period, this thing is just dialed in. Now, the cool thing is the guys that we've been working with this, some of the smartest mofos that I've ever had the fortune of meeting. five of these guys are quantum computing engineers. They have this other robot, which is ridiculous. I was showing it to some of my guys today. If you guys like activity, this thing's taken 36,000 trades in the last 6 months. And out of the 36,000 trades, 34,000 of them were profitable. And it takes like micro profits, like 2 or 3%. It's really, really, really cool. And everyone's going to get access to that who wants it. But it's something that like I'm so excited to be learning and growing into as well as time goes on. So every single person has real-time stats and full transparency. Again, the one thing that I want to say is this: you don't send MTC any money. You don't have to send us Tether. You don't send Tether to our platform. The money stays on the exchange that you've always used exactly how it is. No money has to come. You are in total control of your money all the time. Okay. So every setup comes with built in statistics that you can track performance. It's transparent with results breakdown on full trades, profits, and losses. So this example ran for just 1 week with a starting balance of $880. It took 26 trades placed with 76.92% profitability for a total earn of $175 USDT for the week. It automatically tracks the win rate, the average profit and loss, and total performance, and gives you the data to decide what's working and when to adjust. So again, this is the stuff that you all have access to. It'll be in the MTC back office. For the people who are already members, it'll be the left-hand side. It'll just be, automation suite. I think it's going to be on the left, just under education. And this is what the platform is literally going to look like. These aren't just some screen grabs. This is the working model that we've got. Like, this is our product as it is. It's not like this is a hypothetical. This is us using our product that's been built, that's in the final stages of testing. So you've got full control. So you can also set your rules and customizable settings. You can set your own exchange, trading pairs, and time frame. Like I said, for probably the first 6 to 12 months, it's going to be BitGet and BitGet only. We do have other ones there, and I'm also talking to some zero KYC exchanges. I know some of you like that idea of zero KYC, but we've just got to work with liquidity and stuff like that. So I'm working really, really hard to find the right zero KYC that we can trust. It's because it's a big trust thing as well. And yeah, so you can choose the lot size on how much of your balance you want to allocate. Built-in risk management tools. You can customize your stop loss and your take profit percentages. You can add stop loss delays and trailing profit distances. You can decide whether to rebuy on open orders. So if the robot is losing trades, you can say, man, I don't want you to open up any more trades on this pair until you get us in profit. It's completely customizable. I'll be honest though, I haven't touched a single setting. I've literally just said, here's my money, do your thing. And it's taking care of everything. And we're going to be doing so many calls on this, especially over the next couple of weeks as we get closer and closer to launch. We're going to be doing training videos. We're going to be doing onboarding processes. We're going to be doing community calls. We're going to be making sure that everyone is well and truly up to speed. We're going to make sure that no one gets left behind on this. And yeah, Peter, all the settings are preset, and you can leave it as is. That's exactly what I've done, and it's been working. That everything that I've been sharing on my social medias has been me going, here's my API, this is my trading balance, go nuts, do your thing. I haven't touched a single setting, and it's been printing money this week, which has been super exciting, long and short, which is really good because it shows that it doesn't care which way the market's going. It just takes positions accordingly. Okay, so the cool thing is it's very like visual. So every time that it enters a trade, it directly integrates into TradingView. So you've got all of the charts, the entries, and everything in real time. You'll see exactly where your entries are, your stop loss, and your take profits are placed. You can fine tune your trades with trailing stop losses, candle close triggers, and custom delays. And you can adjust the trade logic and see immediate updates on the chart. So it's designed for traders who want clarity and control without guesswork. Again, I'm not getting too involved with all this stuff. Like I said, I'm a pretty simple guy. I, you know, I I like Vegemite on my toast, you know, this is ketchup on my hot dogs. I'm just a simple fucking dude, man. So I haven't gone too deep on this sort of stuff, but everything's there for the people that really want to go next level with it. But everything that we've found so far, that the machine learning settings on it have been absolutely world class. And you can see here as well, like, you know, the robot just saying that we were heading down, volume has increased, price came up, market structure changed, and bang, it took the entry. You can see it straight on the breakout of the trend, straight as the volume started to spike in, and it's still in that trade as of right now. Like, yeah, it would have been cool to buy Bitcoin at 105, but if it got it at 106 while I was asleep, I don't care. You know what I mean? So it's going to be really, really badass. So the big thing is around pricing and early access. So this is a really powerful premium tool. It's taken a lot of time. Anyone that's in MTC, you would have noticed the last 6 months. I've been present, but not like I was. The truth is that this has really been all consuming. It's taken so much to get it to the point where it is now, where you're seeing everything for the first time. It looks like, oh my God, that's great, amazing software. It's taken a lot to get it to this point. It's taken a lot of deals with exchanges and stuff like that. Um, and it's going to be a really cool addition. We haven't, and I'm just being completely transparent with you guys, man. Like, anyone who's in MTC knows me. Anyone who's not in MTC, I'm not going to sit here and say we have the world's perfect plan. What it's going to cost, all of the models. What I can tell you is this: once it does launch, it will be a paid-for feature. It's something that is going to be an added cost. But what we're doing right now, okay, and what we're doing right now is everyone who is a current member of MTC, you are going to get it for free. And at the moment, we're saying it's 30 days. Now, here's the thing. I'm telling you, it's 30 days free, but I probably think that we'll end up stretching that out because we're going to take some time to make sure that we're onboarded. I want to make sure that our reps and our field are using it to the best of their ability, that we're building stories. And I also want you guys to use it make money, and then you go, well, it's going to cost X. Well, it made me X, so I don't really care. It is what it is. We're also going to have things in there like anyone who's a qualified rep, maybe you get it for free. So if you've helped 4 people join MTC and use it, maybe you don't need to pay for it anymore, just like you don't have to pay for your membership, right? We'll actually pay you instead. I'm not going to sit here and pretend and lie to you guys that we've ironed it all out. But what I'm going to tell you is this: it's not going to be hundreds of dollars, right? Your MTC membership is already a couple of $100. I'm telling you, we're going to give this to you for free for at least 30 days, if not 90. And I'm also going to tell you is that when it does launch and you can go to market, it's going to be somewhere between 50 and $100, right? It's not going to be crazy money. We're not going to get you guys in and then jam you up and say, all right, well, now you got to pay us blah, 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 blah. What we want to do is get you guys using it, get you guys literally making sure that it pays for itself. And what we want you guys to do is then go to market and help us share this, help get more people involved, and help us grow MTC. So the big opportunity for you right now is to lock your spot, right? Whether you are in MTC right now or you're sitting on the sidelines, like, now is the time to really lock arms with us. The cool thing is, if you get in now, you guys seen how badass that is. If you guys know anything about software development, I'm telling you, like, I've done my nut investing into this. Like, I am so heavily invested in this. But the cool thing is, after using it for the time that I have, I know that I'll get my money back from the product alone, that I don't need to get my money back so much from the members. But there is going to be costs. We've got more things like customer support. We've got, servers and everything to house everyone. So what I'm telling you is that there's an opportunity now to be a part of us. Now, here's the other thing that I want to share. You guys are all here tonight because you like making money, right? Like, you're all here because you want more money. If you didn't know, MTC, we are a direct sales company. We are a direct to market business. We don't run ads. We don't pay Mark Zuckerberg a fucking cent. We don't advertise traditional means. We don't have stuff out on billboards and we don't do radio. What we do is we reward our members. We say to our people, hey, I could go build some badass funnels. I could go and put some ads on YouTube. I could go and spend, 100,000 a month and probably get 300,000 back in revenue. But the thing is, I don't want to be like every other company. Remember at the start of the call, I said the biggest thing that I want to do is I want to create a winning team. I want to create a team of individuals. Like I said, this is the fucking Coliseum. Not everyone's going to walk out alive, but if I can make sure that my team gets paid, that's a win for me. If I can not pay Mark Zuckerberg another buck, that's a win for me. So what we do is we reward and we incentivize our people for helping us grow this thing. That's why there's 675 of you on the call tonight. I'm just telling you right now, if you load this sucker up and it starts printing you money, you don't think your friends aren't going to want to be involved? I got people in MTC right now that have been with me for, inception, and they're very much on their way to being paid close to $1 million with two decimals from helping me build this thing. I've got a handful of six-figure earners that are all making 100 grand a year. So the cool thing is you're going to get early access to this. You're going to get to use it before everyone else. And when it starts printing money, you're going to be able to bring your people in so you can share it with them. And guess what? You're going to get paid again. So what I'm telling you is you're in the right place at the right time, but you got to take advantage of this. I'm not one of those guys that'll beg you to join. Whether you do or don't, my life doesn't change an iota. But what I can tell you is this is one of the best things I've ever seen. It's something that we have invested a significant amount of money to get off the ground, and it's something that I've got the receipts, the history, and the data to prove that it works. And the only difference between the people who, do this and don't is that when we launch, and we're on track to have this done within the next 30 days, guys. Like, I'm not saying, hey guys, get ready for fucking Christmas. No, I'm saying lock your spot now because in the next 30 days it's done. And when that happens, anyone that joins after the launch date, you won't have access, right? And we'll probably do it even a week before, maybe even 2 weeks before, because there's going to be an onboarding process. We're a big company, but we're a small company. We don't have all of the customer service people that we need. If we bring in, 5,000 people on launch, we can't service that. We need to scale with this like we always have done for the 4 years that we've been here. What I'm telling you is this, for the people who link arms and work with me at the start, my God, life could never be the same by Christmas. Come Christmas, you could have fuck you money and you won't even know what to do with it. So I'm looking for those people that want to work with me, go to market and help me build this thing out, help change some lives and bring some people on. So guys, my name is Michael Sloggett. If you want to be a part of this, you need an account with BitGet. Use that QR code. Get with the person who invited you along tonight. And more than anything, I hope tonight you got something out of it. I hope you got some value. And more than anything, I'm truly excited to meet a bunch of you guys, whether it be in the Discord, at a live event, or, wherever in the world. But God bless. Have a great night. And hopefully I get to meet you all soon.